Hello, my name is Jeff Sheffrin. I'm a professional engineer here in Ontario, a member of OSPI, and also a chartered engineer, which allows me to practice in Europe. I'm going to be talking to you today about strategic management and a couple of important fine tunes which I think are worthy of consideration. Strategy is a process that provides a roadmap. It's what the business uses to plan forward for the next several years. A second important feature is that it provides unification within the business. It provides a common purpose. The process engages upper and mid-level management and the leadership team, and it develops a plan for the next 3 to 5 years. There's a philosopher from many years ago who once said, if you don't know where you're going, you end up somewhere else. Now, he's not the only one that's taken credit for that, but I believe he was the initiator, and that was 100 years ago. One of the things that I would like to emphasize in this particular presentation is, and you're probably familiar with strategy documents, or many of you will be, but a strategy document often contains something like a mission statement or a vision statement. Those have long been in play. But over the last several years, I've been talking to my clients about developing a purpose statement. Forget vision, forget mission. They can be a little esoteric and a little complicated. But if you have thought through a simple, comprehensive purpose statement of about a dozen words, you're looking to create a very short sentence that describes to everybody in the organization what you're trying to do. And by a purpose statement, I'm looking for anybody who works in the business to be able to get up in the morning and remember those few words about the purpose statement, and then also identify their piece of the contribution that they make to the business. So I advocate a purpose statement as opposed to a vision mission statement. I also want to comment on another piece which is important in the context of today's business. I'm sure a large number of you have heard about ESG. ESG, in my terminology, is environmental, sustainability, and governance. Many people say the sustainability piece is actually called social. I don't like that term quite so much because social is important and it's a piece of the process, but sustainability has something more enduring, something longer term. So those three category headings, environmental, obviously we live in a process of climate crisis, not just climate change. And we're looking at air and water pollution and water scarcity, energy efficiency, deforestation, a shopping list of things that are important. When I look at the social side of it, as it's documented, or I say sustainability, I'm now looking at things like customer satisfaction, gender diversity, data protection and privacy. I'm looking at human rights and a number of issues which are more on the human resource side of things. The third factor is governance. Governance is obviously the overview of how this business or organization runs. It includes things like audits. There may be a board of directors involved. It includes political issues that may be pertinent to the organization or the business. It also provides for whistleblower protection and that sort of thing. So ESG, I would advocate these days, is an important piece to consider. I would advocate that when you do a strategy and you've got to the point of completing it, that the first thing you do is to review the strategy document, go through the ESG headings, and see which of the strategic imperatives in your document actually check off the ESG boxes. That way, you've decided that within your organization, you've got ESG and you've got it well summarized and you've covered the points that are pertinent to your organization. But then I suggest you also do it the other way around. you take a comprehensive ESG shopping list and check off those boxes on the ESG shopping list that you think might be pertinent to your business. So you effectively create a second document, a summary of other things which may have been missed in the strategy document. And my suggestion is you find a way of threading those in, so you then have a comprehensive ESG section within your strategy. So I'd like to summarize in a strategic sense what is happening. I suggest that movers make things happen. All others wait for things to happen. So be a mover, make things happen. I'm Jeff Schafferin. I'm pleased to have had a few moments to speak with you. I trust you find this to have been of interest, and I welcome the opportunity that we may have at some time to connect. Thank you so much for taking the time.